Hey there, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about kind of the main misconceptions that there are around Shakeology. And I think that because I hear these the most, and they're also the things that I thought when I started my journey with Shakeology, that we would just kind of hone in on those because honestly, you could spend hours talking about Shakeology, the benefits and everything about it. And I don't want to waste your time. Your time is precious, so I'm going to try to keep this as short and to the point. I've spent hours, literally hours, researching this and sitting under two of the best people, one being the formulator of Shakeology, and then another one is a lady who used to be in pharmaceuticals and now really teaches people about Shakeology and the importance of drinking it every day. So I wanted to narrow it down to kind of 5 misconceptions because those are the biggest things. And the number one is that Shakeology is a protein drink. Now, protein drinks, in their very essence, are trying to fill you with protein. And that's really all they do. That's what they're geared toward. That's what they're marketed for. That's what they're made for. And it's not made for your health. It's just made to give you extra protein. Now, most people are not protein deficient. They're nutrient deficient. And so that's one of the things that sets Shakeology apart. Yes, it will give you protein. Protein is a part of Shakeology. It is several of the ingredients do add extra protein, but that's not what it's geared toward. That's not what it's formulated for, and it's not what we hope you drink it for. We really want you to drink Shakeology because it is a daily dose of dense nutrition. It can be your meal replacement that is going to be your healthiest meal of the day. And it's an easy way for you to cut calories, but you will not be sacrificing any nutrients when you drink it. So, in fact, it equals 5 salads worth of nutrients. So just to give you a little bit of an indication of how far those 70 ingredients go, it's not just 70 random things thrown in a bag. There's 70 carefully chosen ingredients that the formulator thought would give us the most nutrition that we need every single day to keep us healthy. Now, number 2, people often want to compare their shakes with Shakeology. And of course, they think that it's a protein shake or a weight loss drink. And so what they'll first do is they'll turn it over and they'll kind of look in here and say, oh, well, yours has more carbs, or yours has more protein, or yours has more fat, or whatever it might be. They want to compare it right in there. And really, where you want to compare Shakeology ingredients is the quality of the ingredients, where they came from, how they're preserved, and then what they do for your internal health on a cellular level. And I'm no scientist, so I don't understand all of it, but I've definitely been doing my research to learn more about it, and it's blowing me away about what all Shakeology can do. But what makes a lot of sense to me is that Shakeology doesn't have any artificial flavors. It has no artificial sweeteners, no artificial coloring. So anytime there's a color to a Shakeology, it's going to come from the natural plant. It is 100% botanical, plant-based, and they're from their country of origin, which I'll talk about a little bit more in a minute, and all grown in very rich soil. And there are no soy fillers in Shakeology. Now, a lot of other brands or a lot of other shakes, you can go look at the market yourself, go to the store, pick up a shake, look at the back of it and see if there are any soy fillers. And if you don't know what some of the words are, the names, I'm sure you can pull out Google, your smartphone, and find out what those ingredients are. But chances are it's going to have some kind of artificial flavoring, sweetener, some kind of soy filler, because soy is a very cheap product, but it is not healthy. So the companies are trying to make money. They're not really trying to keep you healthy. They're just trying to give you protein, weight loss, and they'll put whatever they need to in it to sell you a product. So make sure you're looking at those labels on the back, looking for the soy, looking for the artificial things, because there is none of that in Shakeology. Number 3, you might not know a lot about superfoods, but people who talk about superfoods will say, well, Shakeology is not really a superfood. Actually, it really, really is. And it's 70 ingredients, 70 whole foods from around the world. And like I mentioned earlier, they come from their country of origin. So these aren't plants that we thought, oh, they'll be great to put in there and we'll plant them here in American soil. These are found in some of the remotest parts of the world. And the person who is the formulator of it and the superfood hunter, Darren O'Lean, you can look into him. He is an amazing guy who knows his stuff. He knows how to find the right soil. He knows how to find these countries that are growing these really, really, really high quality foods. And then he works with the farmers there, dealing with how to keep them intact so that they don't lose any of the enzymes, because there is just no room for error when you're preserving these things. And I just wanted to briefly show you, it's too much just to go over all of it, but it's really a 12-step process that he goes through to ensure the highest quality, because with some of these ingredients, there's like a 5-degree difference that if they, dry it too much, then you lose all of the nutrients. If you don't dry it enough, it will go rancid in the bag. And so no room for error. And they have to really know that the soil is nutrient rich, that the farmers are doing everything that they need to do, that they cut it at the right time, not too soon, not too late. Everything from, then they get it to America and then they test it all again. So this is a tedious, time-consuming, and costly process that they go through, but they're just not willing to risk giving you a low quality product. They want to make sure that it is the highest quality. Now, they do that not just for one ingredient, they do that for every single ingredient. That's 70 ingredients in Shakeology that they do that for. They go through that process. So it's amazing. I wish I had more time to talk about it, but I don't, because I need to move on. I also hear a lot, and this is something that I thought at the very beginning, that Shakeology is expensive. Now, on average, people spend about $3 to $7 for a healthy meal. We're not talking about McDonald's cheeseburgers for $1. We're talking about healthy meals that give you nutrients. So someone on average is willing to pay $3 to $7 for a healthy meal. And a salad, for instance, out is about $7 to $10. So when you look at Shakeology being $4.30 a shake and it equals 5 salads, that's an incredible cost cut. I mean, you're getting a really cheap product, but not a cheap product. And this is for one meal. So it's not a snack, you're replacing a meal. So when you consider your grocery budget, you're not adding Shakeology on top of your grocery budget. You're actually looking at your meal plan for a month and saying, okay, I'm incorporating this, so now I don't have to buy those meals. And for $4.30, you're actually on the very cheap end of buying a healthy meal. Now, most people go to the grocery store and they don't buy 30 days worth of meals. So that's why when you buy the bulk bag of Shakeology, you're buying a month of meals up front. And so it will look like it costs a little bit more, but in the reality of it is you usually buy a few meals at a time at the store, and it's probably costs as much as a bag of Shakeology. So you're not only getting 30 meals, you're getting 30 days worth of vitamins as well. I mean, all of your prebiotics, probiotics, minerals, vitamins, they're in Shakeology. So now you're replacing a meal and all of your supplements with one shake for $4.30, which is an incredible deal. I mean, you cannot get a cheaper meal with vitamins. There's just no way. And knowing that the products are just at the best quality is really also important to know. The last point that I want to make is that a lot of people think, because this is kind of a health and nutrition program, that Shakeology is a weight loss drink. Well, it's not. Now, you can lose weight drinking it, and you might lose weight drinking it, but you might not. But the idea of Shakeology, the focus of Shakeology, the reason why we want you to drink Shakeology is because it is for your health. Now, when you start eating healthy foods, when you're nutrient satisfied, you're going to have less cravings. You're going to have more energy. You're going to work out more. You're going to move more. You're going to eat less. And so all of that combined, yes, you will end up losing weight drinking Shakeology unless you don't need to lose weight. And, the other side of Shakeology is that it actually is a really great product to use to put weight on. So let's say you have someone who is really skinny or fragile, maybe they're elderly, and they need to put weight on. This is so much better than Pediasure. It is full of their vitamins that they also need. So not only would they get that meal replacement and they're putting calories in their body, it's a healthy, dense, rich caloric intake for them. So no, Shakeology is not a weight loss drink, but if you are eating the right foods, it will help you lose weight. But just know that it really is focused on your health. It's all about getting the nutrients that you need daily, high quality products, and we are just so excited that you are taking time to listen to this, because I know that your day is very important. I've taken 10 minutes of your day already, and I hope that you've learned something today. If you have more questions, please feel free to ask me. I can't wait to share more, because there's so much that I couldn't fit into this video, but I wanted you to at least know those 5 points because they're so, so important. Thank you so much.